Big tech corporations that pay the big bucks will have big data problems. So learning your programming languages like Python or Java and your tech frameworks such as React is going to be helpful. But if you really want to go the extra mile, then you have to educate yourself in a big data processing tool. When you're thinking about big data problems, you have to think about it in three separate phases. First of all, there are challenges with the intake of data. Most data intake problems are simple. Data comes in and you store it in a database. But sometimes data coming in from one system can lead to an event in another system. Imagine an e-commerce site that has hundreds of millions of users, and each of these users are placing orders every day for fulfillment. An order will come into the system and then some other part of the system will have to start the shipping process. A perfect technology for supporting this kind of event-based data intake is Kafka. Kafka is a distributed message streaming platform. Next, let's talk about a data storage challenge that comes with storing tremendous volumes of data. For your personal project, data comes in, you store the data in a SQL or NoSQL database, and your job is done. But imagine you're working at a big tech corporation that has hundreds of millions of users, and these millions of users are adding and editing posts every second. You will then need to have special considerations in mind. For example, you need to include checks in your code that prevent multiple users from accessing the same data point and trying to write or manipulate that same data point at the same time. AKA, you need to have code that prevents race conditions. And finally, let's talk about the data processing challenge. Big tech corporations are always analyzing the large volumes of data they store so that they can get insights and maybe even make recommendations. Apache Spark and Apache Hadoop are two such technologies that big tech corporations routinely use to process their data and gain insights from it.